think like historically, and I'm not a farmer and I actually never tried to grow them because after the research that I did when I did have a garden, like growing Brussels sprouts is apparently a pain in the ass in Colorado. And if you're like, I grow Brussels sprouts, you're out of your fucking mind. Please feel free to drag me and call me out because I'm super curious. But anyways, like I want to buy a big ass stock of Brussels sprouts at my farmer's market, even though there's like 2.5 people in my home. But I do, like, if you still have access to a farmer's market that is, I don't know, as well set up and as well equipped as mine, you know, I'm like, keep going. Like, we still have such a long way to go, and our farmers need us as they also transition their operations and their lives and their livelihood into the fall. And so I would love to encourage all of you to not necessarily give up if you don't have to. I'm like, keep going. Keep getting your produce and your pastries and your kombucha and your cocktail kits from Nectar at your local's farmer's market, even, as we like transition into a new season. And now we'll transition into answering some of your questions from your emails that I got this week. Starting with, Katie in Maryland says, "Hey Ava, I noticed that you always pack cute lunches for Scarlett for school. I'm already running out of ideas and we're only a month in. Any suggestions would be helpful." Katie in Maryland. First of all, thank you. I don't know if it's the lunch itself that is cute or if it's the fact that she has like a cute bento box type situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's the lunch itself. And also here's like a hard reality check just for other parents, working parents, stay-at-home parents. Like, Scarlett wants to eat lunch at school. I mean, like, get her lunch from school. You know what I mean? And I believe that her dad allows her to do that when she's with him, which is fine by me, whatever. But it's like, as a former stay-at-home parent, it's one of those like small things that I sort of cling to that feel like important to me and intimate to me. And like, who knows, maybe come December, I'm like, fucking eat the macaroni and cheese at school. I don't care. But until then, like, I find a teensy bit of joy. I actually find quite a bit of joy in like assembling her lunch. I usually don't time it well, and I'm like trying to assemble it as I'm trying to make dinner, as Maddox is like literally biting at my heels because that's usually his grouchy time of day. And so that is not always joyful, but just to reiterate, I don't know how cute her lunch is or if it's the lunchbox, because bless that girl's cotton socks, it's damn near the same lunch every single day with like really slight variation. Okay. So like, I wish that I could actually think of, I don't know if I follow any specifically, maybe Feeding Littles on Instagram. Do they do cute lunches, or is this just like food and kid related account? Anyways, there are like literally a million people on social media that like fucking nail kids lunches, okay? Like, they are hella creative and doing all sorts of things that I can't and will not do. I mean, they're cutting shapes out and shit. Okay, I actually like have considered and continue to forget getting like cute, like small tiny cookie cutters, or you know what I'm saying, for like cutting out cheese slices or fruit or whatever. Also, that's ambitious as fuck for me right now. Like, I can't, like, I'm trying to picture like Maddox in the carrier or on my hip and like cutting out cheese into flowers. At any rate, I am flattered and honored that you think that Scarlett's lunches are cute. But the reality is that like, oftentimes it's either an extension of the hashtag snack plates we do at home. Okay, so usually like some kind of handful of nuts, berries, like maybe some turkey roll-up type situations, a little cheese. She has like a big love for pickles and olives. She's like her mama, so there's usually some things like that in there. Or there's like salami and cheddar sandwich and like a little bit of hummus and carrots, some kind of fruit situation. There is peanut butter and jelly. I mean, when I tell you that it's not hella cute, it's not hella cute. Today, we really got wild and did a salami and cheddar sandwich. And then I swapped out the hummus for the Tessemae's avocado ranch, which I'm actually a big fan of. It's like some of their brands of ranch or styles of ranch are like the only positive thing that came to me from Whole30 and doing Whole30 like a million times. Like just so we're all clear, I do not demonize regular ranch. Get at your Hidden Valley. There's a time and place for that, but I really do love Tessemae's avocado ranch. Anywho, man, I wish I felt like I was being more helpful to you, and I do not feel hella helpful. Leftovers, like I made a pasta salad earlier this week that I referenced, right? Whack some pasta salad in there. I try to, and this is a real new concept for me, just like in my personal life, in my professional life, but especially in like the life that pertains to my specific motherhood, is to knock my shit off and to be less committed to like kicking my own teeth in and to like let some of that shit go, man. I mean, like if your kids will eat sandwiches, pack them a fucking sandwich. Okay? Like I have had big, huge Pinterest moments in my life, specifically for my kids, and I am choosing to let some of that go. So again, I say don't overcomplicate things. Think of like if you were going to go to a restaurant and eat a snack plate, aka like a charcuterie board. And if your kid will like, I don't know, kids love snacky shit. My kids love snacky shit and so do I. Okay, so, and if I can make something that's pretty well-rounded, you know what I mean? Like, we eat all of the food groups. So if we're doing like a little bit of cheese, a little bit of meat, some kind of veg, a little bit of fruit, some crackers, and then like some briny or pickled things, like I don't know, man, my family is going to be happy. I hope that helps you. I hope that you're not like, that was not helpful. I was looking for like cute fucking sushi nori roll-ups. I'm not your girl. Maybe in another lifetime. Today, I'm not your girl. Another question is, I grew a bunch of pie pumpkins, but I don't want to just make pie, I don't think. Do you have any other ideas? Lucky for you, I also grew pie pumpkins when I had a garden, and I loved them. And if you grow squash or pumpkins or anything that exists in that family, you know that you like get hella volunteer crop. At least the fuck I did, especially because my compost bin was so close to my actual garden. I mean, pumpkins are just like crazy town. And so last year I had a lot, and even the year before that, which was I believe my first year growing them, I had a ton of pie pumpkins. And just to like shoot real straight with you, roast those things, put them in the blender and just freeze it. Like break them down that way. I feel like if you don't do that, and maybe you already know this, but if you are like staring at all these pie pumpkins and trying to like assign each individual pumpkin to a thing, don't do that. Excuse me. I would spend like an afternoon roasting and then pureeing and putting into some sort of like reusable freezer situation of your choosing, label them, you know, what the weight was or the cup quantity, and go from there. In terms of what else you can make besides pie. Muffins, pumpkin bread. You could do hand pies, which are also pie, but also cuter. I've made pumpkin scones for myself and also for my business. And then also, like, you can do, like, a lot of really beautiful, like, savory things, which, where I'm actually going to piggyback off of the next question that I got. But, filled pasta, risotto, I feel like, yeah, I mean, there are lots of things. Don't box yourself into, like, pumpkin pie. I'm trying to think if I love pumpkin pie. I actually don't know. I think it's actually probably been a number of years since I've had pumpkin pie. And I really love when I have these realizations as I'm recording, because I wonder if it's annoying for you guys to listen to me be like, But anyways, I don't remember the last time I had a pumpkin pie, y'all. But, like, I'm a crust person, right? Like, I love a bottom and a top crust situation. And so, I mean, I love whipped cream. I don't know if I love pumpkin pie. Don't put yourself in a box. There are, like, I mean, you can make pumpkin cookies. I remember doing that, actually. They come out a little bit cakier, but I put some, like, dark chocolate chunks in there, and those were pretty cool. I also made, like, some pumpkin type, like, breakfast kind of cookie type situation last year. Yeah, no, I feel like there are, like, a million ways that you can go with pumpkin, but that's what I would do. I would just roast it, puree it, and start there. And that way you just, like, have it at your leisure. You know what I'm saying? So the next question is actually, hey, I'm having people over in a couple of weeks and I want to make a vegetarian dish that is peak fall. Do you have any recommendations for a crowd? Yes. Like pumpkin risotto. And man, I love the opportunity to bang on about risotto so much. But also, if you're ambitious enough, you could do like a filled pasta. And even if you're not feeling super ambitious, I feel like there's room here for like pasta with sort of like a pumpkin cream sauce with like maybe it doesn't even have to be cream based. You could do like a brown butter type situation, toasted walnuts, sage, a little pecorino. That's like immediately where I go to. I think when I think of like fall and vegetables or fall and pumpkin, I think like kind of savory, which is interesting because I do have a sweet tooth. But I love like the pumpkin brown butter sage marriage. I love that polyamorous relationship for them and also for me. And yeah, I really do. I kind of think that is where I would start and go. I'm trying to also think in regards to like the pumpkin risotto, like same approach. And also if everybody, I don't know if everybody is vegetarian there, but then that also leaves room for preparing like a protein, a meat on the side. You know what I'm saying? So don't overthink it. Cheers to gathering. Cheers to this equinox and transitioning. And cheers to your hella pumpkin, hella vegetarian meal that you'll be serving. I wish y'all well, and I'll catch up with you next week.